Best 24 Outdoor Valentine's Day Decor Ideas. Apart from gifting each other some presents of love and celebrating the day, a great home decor including the outdoors is equally significant to bring out the best of Valentine's Day. In this video, we have bundled up a list of some magnificent outdoor Valentine's Day decor ideas to make that happen. Totally splendid how an old window frame with distressed red paint job forms the perfect base for hanging 3 different lush Valentine wreaths. Each of the heart-shaped wreaths is adorned with a vintage Valentine card, while a cute wood sign forms the perfect accompaniment to the arrangement. Some flowers and a heart-shaped pillow placed on the chair are some lovely additions to the porch here. Another idea is to customize a grapevine wreath for the occasion. Some more vintage cards adhered to sheets of plywood are tied to the grapevine wreath using red ribbons, going for some cute heart cutouts attached to wreath to double up as the cherry on the cake. The French theme of this Valentine's porch decor is to die for, combining the traditional red and white hues of the occasion with touches of black and silver. The Sure Shot showstopper of this porch is a large twig overhang that is worked up with natural tree branches and is decorated with fluffy white paper doily balls. While little French black and white pillows go for some extra coziness, a lantern filled with flowers, a chair with accessories like a French bunny are placed next to the door. Some more lanterns and candles placed on a tray, and a red bulletin board with valentines and paper doilies complete the side of the doorway. It won't be an overstatement to say that here's a one-of-a-kind front door wreath that perhaps we haven't even seen before. At the same time, it's easy to handle, durable and long-lasting. The idea is to use some burlap ribbon in bright red to decorate one of those metal wreath forms by woving the ribbon through the same in a creative fashion. What charms the wreath even more is a wooden Valentine sign that hangs 3 pretty hearts with strings of jute. The other highlights are a cute chalkboard with a golden frame, a heart banner, some lanterns, a small vase housing hearts instead of flowers, a love sign, Scrabble letters spelling Valentine, bright red chair pillows and more. The title quite clearly suggests that this porch decor is going to make your front door scream "Love lives here" out loud. And that's all because of the amazing elements put together for a great Valentine's decoration, along with a paper banner that sports the above message, spelling 1 letter each on heart-shaped flags of the banner. A green leafy garland lines the door, charmed up with more paper hearts in pink and red, while the bright green heart-shaped wreath on the door looks lovely with the ribbon bow tied to one side. Some lanterns, a large pink-based wooden love sign with white letters, a cute teddy bear and a toy card are some extra additions to the prettiness. The color that celebrates Valentine's like no other is undoubtedly red. And it can't be any better than dedicating the whole decor to this bright hue this season. Plus, monochromatic themes have got something unique about themselves that catch the eyes of one and all in an instant. This decor has got a cute bright red chair having a berry wreath placed on itself, while the wreath-adorned wooden door placed behind the chair goes for an extra accessory. The actual front door here goes for a heart-shaped hanging that sports black and white letters spelling Zoxo. Last but not the least, you have got a large distressed paint red-hued wood sign sporting letters that spell love in milky white. This wooden ladder is so subtle and versatile that you can let it brighten up your space throughout the year. The ladder is coated with a matte black coat and a weathered texture appeal, while the Valentine-themed elements are done with MDF boards and of course, some bright paints. The special thing about this assembly is that the signs are interchangeable, and you can alter the positions of the steps of the ladder, bringing in variations to the overall look of the assembly. The elements hang from the steps with the help of hooks and have got a large heart saying hugs and kisses, glittery 3-dimensional love, some cute wood envelopes, tiny hearts and more. Do you have a whole lot of scrap wood lying around the house or in the garage? Here's your excuse to make the most of it and repurpose it into a super stunning Valentine's Day decor. The love wood sign worked up with wood goes for cheap cedar pickets that are not only inexpensive but also fun to use as they are thin and rough, thereby being great for distressing. The other supplies you are going to need include some Gorilla Glue, some milk paint in white, some red paint, a few decorative nails, a jigsaw, a miter saw, a sander, a drill, some clamps and a tape measure. The idea is to cut out the letters from the board, gluing scrap wood behind the same, further painting the negative space with pretty colorful stripes. If the concept of simplicity is all that delights you, this outdoor Valentine's Day decor is going to totally steal your heart. And as the title suggests, this one is going to be about roses and bright greens. The door duo here is adorned with extraordinary wreaths that are shaped as a large X and O respectively. And the wreaths are composed of beautiful roses in bright red, pink and white, while fresh leaves form the base for the shapes of the wreaths. How the three hues are lined up together in an alternating pattern is simply beautiful, making each color pop out when assembled over the leaves. 2 chairs are placed on the porch, each of which is accompanied by a lantern placed at the bottom, decorated with paper hearts. Front door plants often refer to large pots housing beautiful florals or fresh greens to add a natural vibe to the porch. However, this Valentine's Day porch decor turns the planters into a love-loaded something, replacing the regular flowers with lots of hearts in stunning pastel shades of pink, red and white. 2 large planters are tied with bright red ribbon along their rims, while individual sticks inserted into the soil hold one romantic element each. The longer sticks are topped with large pattern cutouts in romantic shapes, while the smaller ones hold heart-shaped cutout wreaths, Souce signs and tiny hearts. The door sports a rose wreath and a welcome sign hanging. There are times when a little dose of drama is all we need, and doesn't Valentine's Day seem to be the perfect occasion for the same? This amazing front porch sporting a mishmash of loads of vintage items, tin letters and rustic birdhouses is what our hearts are totally beating for. A beautiful rag wreath in red, pink and white tops off the whole ensemble, while the feather and birch trees are decorated with red roses and red hearts on sticks. A vintage sled looks lovely with the white lanterns, adding to the look with those boots and skis. The love sign and the birdhouses are no less than a dream. Those shiny glittery ornaments aren't limited to Christmas alone anymore. In fact, they work just as good to decorate the porch for Valentine, when combined with a lush green garland and loads of bright glowy lights. The love banner hanging on the garland pays the perfect tribute to the spirit of Valentine's Day, having the lanterns at the bottom work as the extra elements of light. The front door wreath goes for an unconventional hue here, charming the space with pastel purple with a sparkling touch throughout. Throw in a few chairs and fluffy cushions to complete the overall look of the porch, and voila! Berry wreaths are nothing new to front porch decorations, but this one has got something edgy and unique about itself. That amazing heart shape not only looks splendorous with those luscious berries making it look also romantic and pretty, but that huge arrow that has been adhered to wreath creates the whole love-struck heart vibe with true perfection. A wire wreath can be easily shaped into the desired form, further attaching the faux berry stems to the same in a way that it creates a starburst-like structure. To hang the wreath from the door, you can go for a large ribbon bow or some burlap fabric, or simply a large piece of twine. A dash of light can add beauty to even the most subtle of elements. What if the lights are clubbed with an unbeatably rich blend of florals, ribbons, berries, and more? This front porch surely oozes out love from all directions. 3 beautiful net texture glittery ribbons help to assemble everything together, allowing faux florals like red amaryllis, red roses, red frosted roses, frosted pink tulips, white and pink hydrangeas, and frosted red hellebores to compose the whole garland-like structure. The author here also adds some large pink and red plastic hearts, smaller red sequined hearts, and adorable cherubs. Lastly, some extra ribbon bows and a few pink rose balls complete the picture. Here's something that you can place on your porch on its own, or club with some more decorations. Either way, you are going to impress the guests with the out-of-the-box idea that it flaunts. A large planter holds everything that's Valentine themed on its branches. Each of its faux branches is topped with a beautiful heart. Each of the hearts vary from each other in terms of the texture, the pattern or the color they sport, while the stems are also adorned with leaf-shaped cutouts with a foreground of lovely green felt. Patterned paper and some cardboard come handy to accomplish the project at home. Taking a look at this thing of amazement, one simply can't figure out that it's actually a grapevine oval-shaped wreath that forms the foundation of this romantic arrangement. The statement-making Valentine wreath here is worked up with a whole spectrum of grasses and loads of sparkling picks including pretty hearts, loads of ribbon bows and white faux berry branches. What spruces up the piece even more is two large wooden hearts that are hand-painted with a black base and cross strips of white. Get as vivid with the ribbons used as you can to make it look richer. Celebrate Valentine's with a mesmerizing winter scene coming live into a lovely outdoor planter. The black planter seems to be surrounded from snow, while the beautiful fresh greens housed inside are also covered with pretty bits of white. The chief attraction flaunted by the planter is a miniature house made of wood and a large heart-shaped cutout in pastel red. Two little sticks are topped with two pretty hearts, and the sticks are embedded into the mud in the planter. The overall blend of white, green, red, and hues of gray bring out the perfect Valentine vibe. Check out the below pin to learn more about the wonderful idea. Adorn the garden fence with a dose of Valentines, that too with just a handful of steps. Two wooden slat boards are all it takes to get it done. While one of the boards here comes in a rectangular shape, the other is a perfect square, each of which gets a heart shape cut out in the middle. Further, you add a colored sheet or board behind the slat board to fill the heart shape with a beautiful hue, and voila! Poke two holes each through the boards to allow the stringing of a rope through them, thereby making the finished pieces hang ready. Hang the two to your garden fence, and the Valentine's enchantment begins. Take the breath away of your special someone with an outdoor Valentine's display that celebrates their initials in a romantic arrangement of decorations. The large three-dimensional wooden letter is placed inside a shining silver envelope that's further placed amidst loads of bright bushy greens decorated with string lights. What accompanies the envelope is a large red heart cut out, having everything tied together with a bright red ribbon bow. The ribbon here is a beautiful patterned one with silver artwork on a red-hot base. Head to the pin to learn more. Whether you have got window boxes installed on your porch or not, adding one this Valentine's season is going to be a marvelous idea. The wonderful fresh greens hanging out from the window box get a romantic makeover when a super large shining red ornament is placed in the middle, while lots of cotton is used to create the illusion of snowfall. Thin garlands with glossy hearts work wonders as the fillers to charm up the natural greens, and an unbeatable splendor comes to life when a large wreath is hung from the box. The glittery wreath is not just a regular wreath, but a heart-shaped thing of beauty that looks quite like a piece of heaven. The best part about this arrangement is that it's a mess-free, hassle-free idea. A yard sale find is all the author heads to, grabbing a bunch of pretty decorative candy canes. The author already had candy arranged together achieve heart-shaped tops placed in her yard, and some extra candy canes helped her to decorate the window shutters from outside. Of course, you can always go for a bigger batch of candy canes and let them serve the two purposes simultaneously without having to deal with a difference in their patterns. Candy canes usually goes with Halloween, but the red and white theme of these pretties made them just right to work up an unconventional Valentine's Day decor. This amazing share by Victory store has got an amazing pack of hanging hearts and sparkles to spruce up your yard for Valentine's coming for a deal of $34. While you can always purchase the same and get going with the decor. Taking a little inspiration from the same and whipping them up at home is also a lovely choice. All you are going to need is some strings or ribbons to hang the elements, along with some star-shaped cutouts of MDF or cardboard, painted with bright hues of pink, red and white. Simply adhere the decorative shape onto the strings and hang the handmade garlands to the branches of the trees in your garden. All about fancying up the front steps of your porch, these lollipop pots are another name of love, and the very first sight of them backs the statement. The sparkling pop of color this idea brings into the space is something you would fall head over heels in love with. You are going to need some sparkly hearts from Michaels, a dowel, some ribbon, and some yarn to get started with the construction of the adorable lollipop pots. That beautiful ribbon bow wrapped around the dowel heightens the attraction, while the sparkle doesn't let anyone miss an eye. For the detailed steps, head to the tutorial below shared by A Pretty Life in the Suburbs. Give your special one direction to find love this Valentine's season with an incredible trail sign installed in your yard. A few pallet wood slats go for the making of the sign, while a large wooden slat works as the base for the sign. The slats shaped into arrows are painted with a unique technique to get a distressed touch. The author mixes some hot water with vinegar and some red food coloring and applies coats of the same on the arrows. The trail sign arrangement is assembled on the large slat, and the directions are added to each of them with the help of white paint using some stenciling. Felt signifies soft, cozy and delicate, while wood goes for the idea of rustic. Combine the two for a great Valentine's Day outdoor decor, disguising some wood hearts and lovely felt hearts as one-of-a-kind flowers for a Valentine plant. The wooden hearts flaunt cute patterns as well as smaller moss hearts as the foreground, while some sport bright silver glitter in a dot pattern. The supplies you are going to need is some wooden hearts, some paint, a painting sponge, a few sticks, some glue, some skewers, lots of glitter, some reindeer moss, a hot glue gun and glue sticks. A sparkling love sign is the final icing on the cake. Pinks and bright reds spruce up the space with a pop of color, while elements like hearts and rustic embellishments in the above outdoor Valentine's Day decor ideas cast their very own magical spell.